Bodhi tree in Northern California, huh?
Ficus religiosa, yeah.
Son of a gun. This is the tree that Buddha supposedly achieved a moment of enlightenment under?
That's the tree he supposedly became enlightened under.
Right. It looks awful multi-trunked. I'm guessing you have some problems with it freezing back.
When it was younger, it froze back, but I haven't had any freeze back in quite a few years.
Huh.
I think just the math of it kind of, it's got enough of a root system to keep replenishing itself. You can see around the other side.
Yeah, I see them.
It's acting like a banyan tree.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's bizarre.
Yeah. But that makes it even cooler.
Yeah, that's very different. The development of aerial roots on plants sometimes is environment in a given spot seems to stimulate that kind of behavior. You know, you look at the Ohias on Kilauea up near the national park and the Big Island, they all have aerial roots dangling all around them, you know. Yeah. But as you go away from the eastern side of the rim, you don't see that on Ohias. It does it right there. Talking to the rangers, they claim it's probably the sulfur dioxide in the air or something, but who knows. Wow. Which one is this?
The Hong Kong.
Hong Kong orchid. Okay, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
These generally don't do.
Lopsided because a branch came from below the graft and it took me. I didn't catch it at first.
I wasn't necessarily referring to the form. That just the health looks pretty good. It's blooming. It's got decent looking leaves. In Hawaii, these are all chewed to death by some beetle they got over there. The first time I've ever seen one that wasn't eaten.
Plata from New Caledonia.
Wow.
Safe to say I think San Francisco might have one. The only one I've seen in San Francisco is actually in their in the conservatory.
How long's this been in spot?
2 years.
Now, there's an Agathis here at the old California nurseries. Which one is that?
It's either robusta or australis, and I'm convinced everybody gets them confused, and I haven't spent enough time to unconfuse myself.
Okay.
Because robusta is from Queensland, Australia, and australis is from New Zealand. And so I think everybody gets that all jumbled in their head.
At any rate, they're extremely scarce trees in California, that's for sure.
But this species especially.
The Hawaiian Ohia, Pele, sacred tree.
Its epithet was Metrosideros polymorpha. Yeah.
Yeah, so here we got the Ohia lehua, the flower of the Ohia.
And again, these are from the same batch as that other one.
From Kona. Which Banksia is this?
That is Golden Candles.
Very nice, very pretty. And these are Australian?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I get when we start to get into these Protea plants, I get lost between South Africa and Australia because they have some pretty similar stuff in both places, don't they? Here, is that actually the first Koa tree that we stuck in here?
Yep, that's it.
Oh my goodness, it's still alive, isn't it?
It's doing just fine.
Yeah, it looks real good. You know, I just cut the one down in my front yard. I was getting mad at all the dead wood up top like that, you know, and I was getting an awful lot of it, and I was afraid it was going to get too big on me, so I took it down. Now I'm in trouble because I've got a trunk that's over 4 foot long and is 18 inches in diameter. That's got really good color, and I can't find any place to saw it up.
Personally, I think this one is the robusta because of the normal looking green. A lot of New Zealand stuff has that weird coloration.
And these are native only to what?
Parts of Gondwana land.
Okay, so New Zealand, Australia,
and New Caledonia.
New Caledonia.
And I think there's a couple into Borneo and places in between in that area.
Wow. Okay, so this is a soapberry. Then, let's see. So is it saponaria Sapindus or is it?
Sapindus.
Yeah. Okay. So this is from Hawaii. I got this seed. I remember pulling this down from about 6,000 feet on Mauna Kea. I just dispatched them into the general world, and so this is the first I've seen of any of those seedlings. Very cool.
And then at some point it leaves a juvenile stage and takes off.
So you're saying that the moa
coloration.
So it's normal color, and it's an adaptation because the moa, which was a rather giant flightless bird.
Yeah, made emus and ostriches look petite.
And so by looking sick and distressed, moas would go on to something a little green to have dinner and leave this alone, huh?
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of oddball New Zealand stuff that does this kind of stuff. This,
What is this anyway?
this is Podocarpus totara.
Oh, okay.
And in the springtime, it has a flush of it'll look green for about a month.
Then it looks like glass the rest of the year.
Yeah, but I think as it gets older, it gradually grows out of it. But people look at it and say it's sickly. And
Yes,
no.
yeah. So you got to be kidding me.
A whole bunch of New Zealand stuff does this.
Oh man! So this is actually looking dead, but not. Just goes into this deep, dormant, looking period from New Zealand, huh? Good Lord, that is a pittosporum, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not on my list in the nursery. That's for darn sure. I would never even dream that this thing was in the group with lychee. This is amazing. Then how many years has this been here?
10 years. I mean, it's just grown slowly and endured.